Bruh, front two, we're back. The price of consistency is you only get 2 out of 4.
Yeah, United, Fulham, United won, but we can still touch on that. Ipswich Town in Liverpool.
Ipswich, they were tracking for Liverpool. But let's move on to this other team. Their defenders pocket players, but when they are pocketing the money.
Who's that?
bruh, Arsenal, bruh.
Because Chelsea,
Nah. Chelsea's running a human traffic.
I thought it was a weird take for me, but I'm just me.
They always have weird takes.
How do you make the judgment that Manchester United have a better midfield depth currently than Liverpool? What's your take there? Because that was
must they leave a defender out so that an attacker can play? Boy, there's 48 players on the roll call, boy. Literally, there's more than 48 players.
Yeah, we have one question, bro. Just name all the Chelsea signings this season.
What I will say is, what I will say, don't listen to the English pundits. They said Chelsea have a big squad. I looked at that squad. That's not a big squad.
You signed Mark Guehi from Barcelona.
Yeah.
You signed Tosin, that was playing for Fulham, the centre back.
We didn't really pay money. He was a free agent.
Yeah, but you signed.
Fine.
You signed Pedro Neto.
The goalkeeper, and then it's fine.
Now you signed Pedro Neto.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, now you are going to sign Joao Felix.
Done.
Yes.
And then you go to sign Osimhen as per words. 11.
Mr. Takura is supposed to be there at number 17. But for game week 1, shout out to Mr. Nakampe Market.
The Chef is here. I think we must touch on this one. I find it, I'll give it my opinion, but for who is the better manager between Mikel Arteta and Unai Emery?
Questions like that.
I'm asking because apparently that's a discussion point. I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know the vibes. It's match day. Full time footy, the Red Devils and the Jesus followers. Front two, Ivan, Toney. What's happening, teams up, bro? Let's go.
Bruh, front two, we're back. The price of consistency is you only get 2 out of 4.
Shout out to Mshefi, shout out to yours truly, shout out to the bench warmers.
When you skip leg day, only have 2 out of 4 people.
Yeah, no, but what do you want to say? Let's start there. Let's just start there. Do you want to vent today, or 1-0 is enough at the Old Trafford Theatre of Dreams opening game? Is that enough?
Bro, all I can say is I'm full. I'm full. But nah, bro, no venting. I think it's a new season. We're a bit positive. We understand the challenges. When you understand the challenges, bro, you really can't vent. You just take it as it comes in, and yeah. So let's take the season and this episode as well, game by game.
Yeah.
Let's just take it slow. I have a lot more to say about other clubs than Man United.
I was watching a Toney interview. What caught me is that they asked him what it feels like to end the season like he did. The one answer that he said was short, that if you play your last game and you win it, you get a trophy, the off-season is quiet. So that's how I feel about the first game. Because a draw for Manchester United in the first game is definitely more talking points than a 1-0 win scoring in the 87th minute. It doesn't really matter. The result matters more than the performance, and because the first game,
especially when your coach comes out and says we're not ready for the fixture, it's like everyone, I think, in European football, right, unless if you're a really pub team and your players didn't go anywhere, or when you're Man City and you have a striker that hasn't competed in any international competition,
then you can say
you can say.
I think Toney covered a lot of managers. He took the blame for all of them. Like,
the thing is, a lot of them want to say it, but they can't.
But they really can't. So
and I heard a lot of like pundits criticizing him for saying that,
but it was an honest and fair judgment from his side, because you don't want to go into the season and say, but we're never ready. But why do you not say that? But I understand the standard at Manchester United, they are not the same. That's why, even if he didn't say anything, there were always going to be talks.
That's what I was actually about to say, and I don't want us to start the chat like that. But when you said 1-0, I even still hear people talking about the 1-0, but
are you really convinced with the performance?
There's always gonna be pundits that rip apart Man United.
Of course.
And then there's teams doing shambolic things.
Shambolic.
But no, bro, what's happening with you, bro?
No, 100%, bro, 100%. The new season is on. I can say I'm happy. I'm happy football is back. Matchday 1, that went very well. But I'm also happy in terms of just in life. What's happening. The employer. So I think it's looking up. But it's going to be a tough 2-3 weeks for us in terms of work. But we're still going to be keep on pushing. Full-time footy crew, we still need to at least watch one game at least on the M10-8. Go to the stadium, get some fans interviews, some fan opinions there and there. But
but the fixtures are what, next week or in the next 2 weeks, ne?
I'll just have to check. I'll check.
I saw beginning of September actually.
I
saw some of them are going live. I don't know how that works out with us, but I think if we make time to just go watch the final, I think the final will need to be there.
I
don't know when the final is, but sure, we need to be there for the final.
I see. But most of the fixtures, the semi-final, Cape Town City, first leg versus Orlando Pirates, Tuesday, 27th August, 1900. And then Wednesday on the Stellenbosch and Sundowns, 28th August.
So next week is the first legs.
But and then Tuesday, is it viable? I don't really think so, but also it's in Cape Town. The Pirates one. So
we must just pray that we know what must happen. Pirates and Sundowns must win.
Please,
so that we can go see it maybe in Nelspruit or wherever.
But we definitely need to go for one of the games in the M10-8. But FPL also kicked off. So in terms of like,
it was a really good weekend.
I'm good, bro.
It was a proper week. Like, I'd been watching series. Now I've run out of series to watch, So it's good to watch football. And these dokies, bruh. You can't watch dokies forever, especially football dokies.
Because like you get the gist of it. Like you can watch if you're watching a David Beckham documentary, for example. It's inevitable that you are going to understand the story of Manchester United, because they will explain. So you cannot keep on watching a Manchester United documentary or Barcelona documentary if you've watched, for example, the Messi or a Pep Guardiola documentary, because they touch on the same story. Basically, you cannot tell the same story different ways. If I'm making sense, but
But bruh, but we'll see. There's also, I heard there's cool documentaries coming up, so. Those we'll talk about as soon as they come out.
What's coming? Because I know Liverpool fans can just attest to this. there was a documentary that was meant to honor Klopp last season.
Oh yeah, on YouTube.
I think Amad Diallo ended it in the FA Cup. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But we're yet to see that. I actually find the clip when they said shooting has started at they didn't know Ahmad was the one calling the shots there, but yeah, bro.
Hey, bro, some of these things are crazy, bro. Like even in La Liga, I heard there's literally a camera that's dedicated for Mbappe.
I saw that there's a Mbappe cam now. Only for him to throw flags in the first game.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey. No, now you're lying, bruh. But I'm like, so much footage, bruh.
Yeah, Hugh. Yeah.
Imagine if you're shooting a donkey, right, and it never comes out, bruh.
All these man hours,
like all the money, all the donkeys, all the video footage. But do you think now clubs like are actively investing in that?
I don't necessarily think it's the clubs. I might be wrong. It's normally the streaming platforms that
the producers
because they are looking for some action. So
what do? Do they pay them up front, the club, to say we're going to invade your privacy a bit?
I'm actually not sure, but
those break it down.
Yeah, but those contracts must be, the way I'm thinking of it, they must be complicated because there's some stuff that you can show and there's some stuff that you can't show.
No, bro.
I think so.
But this one, we must break it down properly, especially even including the income of clubs, how they actually generate money.
Oh yeah, I know that made that.
We must actually have a proper episode on that.
But the way that I feel about these things is that it's one of these things where something doesn't air, and then let's say 10, 12 years later, then then you see a clip of this is actually what happened when Klopp left.
Yeah, actually,
this is what happened when Arteta didn't win the league. Because I'm sure there's a lot of things that they didn't show in the Arsenal documentary. When they're airing it on Prime Video, but 10 years, 15 years down the line, you start seeing some clips. So it's just like how you're seeing clips of Ferguson, Beckham. So
Eric Cantona.
Yeah, so so I think that's interesting, very interesting.
But bro, speaking of Eric Cantona, Ruud van Nistelrooy is back in the Premier League.
There are people saying he's the next manager. I don't want to accept that, but it looks like it. He's the next United manager. You know how it goes. You fire the...
Otherwise, Benny was going to be there.
but you remember, Van Nistelrooy was first team coach where he was.
Hey, Brad, we'll see.
I think we'll see.
We'll learn from Maresca and them. It's not going to work, Brad. But how do you feel about the result, Brad? Now, let's, in terms of the game, Man United, Fulham.
Yeah, I think let's just run through the Premier League fixtures once.
Actually, let's keep the Man United for last. Let's go through other clubs. Yeah, because me and you can get carried away.
Without the Jesus follower, it's even worse. United, Fulham, United won, but we'll still touch on that. Ipswich Town in Liverpool.
Ipswich, they were tracking for Liverpool. Hey, man.
Did you see the game? First of all,
I watched the game. Yeah. I'm telling you, the weekend I spent the time watching football.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran was there.
I didn't see that part.
Plus, minus, divide, multiply, constant tour. I must say, bro, it was like a musical, like those things that give you hope. Like you watched a club that was just happy to be here.
Oh,
Yeah, it was those feel good vibes. Like the club was just happy to be there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To participate in the Premier League.
Yeah, especially against a big club like Liverpool in the first match. Like it brings that thing that we're back.
So we've seen it before. The only question is, can the club carry it through? We saw it with Nottingham Forest. They're at least staying, they're still consistently keeping up.
Yeah, so Timo Pukki's team as well. Norwich was also in the very first game.
But then they fell off as well,
Because that thing, you can only rely on the fans and excitement for so long. After match day 5, Zakala, you can't keep on, and you can only accept losing up to so long because you need to get the points on the board eventually. So yeah.
So I heard even the coach was like, we managed to play players that would have never even played in the Premier League ever. You know?
Yeah,
so if you're already proud of things like that, like
the results is secondary.
If being in the Premier League is the destination, it's like, and I think we need to speak about this more often in football.
Yeah.
To say a coach can get you to a certain place, but if he can't move you to second gear, then there's serious problem.
Like serious problem about you or the coach. Who is wrong there? Who has the problem?
No, man, I think the club needs to realize when, like, we can fall in love with a coach.
Yeah.
But if he's reached a ceiling, we must admit, or this coach, you got us this far, but you can't move us to next level.
Nah, makes sense. But also to show that they must, because you cannot compete with the same team. For example, if you have won the championship, yes, you've won the championship, but yes, the manager still needs to show that yes, he still deserves to put you in there. But they need to also show in terms of support. You cannot go through the Premier League with the same squad. So they need to show the ambition as well.
But also remember, with how FFP is set up now, what you need to do if you're getting into the Premier League, you need to be able to sell off players and make money. Because otherwise, you don't have the income to go spend, right? Therefore, you have to compete with the same squad, nonetheless. So FFP is really messing up things because it means the poor will remain poor. That's what it means.
Basically, it means if you're Ipswich Town, it's very difficult for you to compete and get up there.
Right.
That is the same
because
thing with
mid-table or bottom mid-table clubs, Brentford, can go sell an Ivan Toney. They have money to bring in 3-4 players.
Yeah, and they definitely a yard or two positions above you, who's fresh from the championship. So
so you look at Fulham. Fulham is not going anywhere, but they're not gonna be top of, like, even top half of
you reckon?
Okay, no, but Fulham, Fulham is just one of those clubs. You know, Fulham is taking whose position? Wolves used to be that club where, regardless of who they play, they might clap them, they might get clapped.
But I think with the Premier League, it's almost a cycle. You overachieve, and then you get into the European positions. Then there's a lot of games for your squad, and then you don't invest. Somehow you fire the coach, then you're back down there. It's the same thing. Wolves. It happened to Wolves. It also happened to West Ham as well. I think Newcastle, if to some sense, but I think if you get to those 7 positions, if you don't have the money and to back up the squad because of the FFP rules, then it's bound to happen because you have to play the qualifiers up until when the season starts. You've already played like 4 or 5 games first, and then when the season starts, you don't have the squad, and then you are going to fall off. Just like what happens to Wolves. And then you start blaming the coach. Once you fire the coach, it's done because you've disintegrated everything that was built.
And remember, that's the thing. So the only way Ipswich get through this is by not firing the coach. And from what I hear, is they revere him very much. Like, they like him
up until a certain point, bro.
Also, the only other problem is, what fixtures do they have? Remember, some of these teams get set up bad. Like, you can't play Liverpool, bruh, as your first game.
But
like, play someone who you know who I'd rather play, né? Someone who was in the relegation battle last season. You know why? Knowing that this is my direct competition. So if I clap him first game, I might just take his spot next season.
Now, I hear you, but then it kills the
that's match fixing.
Yeah, but it also kills the excitement that you're saying, because you're saying, because if they if they were playing a team that they definitely feel like they should challenge and get a win, then you cannot only be excited about you being back in the Premier League because you're already looking at the points.
Yeah.
So it kills that excitement a little bit. But if you're facing a Liverpool or Man City, you can just be happy that you're back because you're not expecting anything.
But also another thing that they mentioned while the game was going on, bruh, is how much this team already spent on getting their stadium up to scratch. Now, you see that's already like a disadvantage.
I happened to Luton.
Yeah, you spend so much money trying to just get your stadium right.
Yeah, so
that it doesn't make sense for you to spend on players anymore.
And then we must decide, because it means you're not fit. It means you're not fit to come to the Premier League.
Actually.
Yeah, and that's a disappointing thing, because football-wise, you've made the jump and you've bridged the gap, but because of financial, because there are stadiums that you need to be approved to have a Premier League ground. So you definitely cannot afford, even if you have made it by merit to go to the Premier League, but you need to invest in the stadium so that you can play in the Premier League. And then that money is gone now. You don't have to. You can't invest in the players.
You can't spend on the players anymore.
But it's a bit tricky with the financial fair play. I don't know how other teams do it. I mean, Chelsea, Manchester City. Allow people.
No, remember those ones. The argument is the more you perform. It's like this thing of saying, but rich people network as poor people work hard. It's that thing of saying it means the teams that are already making that money, right, can spend anyhow they like.
Yeah, but there is also, this thing is tricky, because I remember just before the season started, Manchester City, I think, and a few Premier League teams, 4 or 5, they were saying you must be able to spend based on your
income.
Based on your income and also the sponsors that you get. And then the argument was that then the other teams which are down there below, they cannot do this. So it means the gap between the top 4 is going to be big. But also, under the same breath, if we're not using the same financial fair play rules for Premier League and La Liga and League One and Serie A, that means we're just disadvantaging the English teams, because it doesn't matter how much sponsorships they get, how much revenue they make, you are going to restrict them to only spend a few, which means they cannot go and buy a 200 million.
La Liga
player.
is the only one where, and also maybe partially because Madrid is just a brand, like it's just a big brand. They're the only team in La Liga that you can say
in the world, bro.
In the world, that it doesn't matter which financial fair play rules you apply. They're fine because revenue is fine. They have the money. But bro, let's move on to this other team. Their defenders pocket players, but when they are pocketing the money.
Who's that?
Bruh, Arsenal, bruh. Arsenal.
We by far the greatest team.
Bruh.
Who's pocketing the money, bro?
I think when I looked at the Arsenal game, bro, it was like we pressed pause from last season.
You also watched that one?
I watched it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that one as well. Yeah.
I was like, it's like you pressed pause from last season, and then when you started again, it was just like play, boy.
Are they still fluid?
It's like still the same Arsenal.
Yo, I saw the Saka goal.
Except actually, Saka. Remember end of last season, he was. He ran out of energy. He ran out of energy. Yeah. But he's back.
Yeah, no. When I saw that goal,
he's back.
That's confidence.
And I actually think
confidence, bro.
I actually think we must talk about Saka if he was in a team like Madrid where they had depth.
Then
he'd be producing insane numbers.
Yeah, but I think that you are supporting Sheffield's point from the last episode when he said you need a backup. Somehow you need your competition to be able to, because he doesn't have competition there. So if you had signed
I don't think it's even competition, bro. He
just
needs to rest. Like, that's it.
Oh yeah, because you're saying you're attributing his performance to he was resting.
He rested.
Yeah, but
like, let's be honest. I don't think he needs pressure to push him to perform.
Yeah,
he's clutch. He knows how to perform.
But he needs to get some rest.
He needs to get rest.
Yeah,
and that's why I was saying not an Olise. You don't need an Olise, bro. Because you need an Adingra or someone like that. Someone who's just gonna occupy the space when he's not there.
But this Premier League
but you know what? We know what my problem is.
Yeah.
Arteta himself as a coach doesn't have enough confidence to take off his massive players, even when he's winning. And it's a coach thing.
Yeah. To be honest,
you're 1-0 up, 2-0 up. you don't want to take him off.
Yeah, he plays on the not necessarily on the handbrake, but is more conservative. It doesn't want to. That's why he makes the same substitutions every match. That's why
bring in academy boys.
Yeah, but
bring in academy boys. Let the boys play. You're 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be an Olise.
But somehow I disagree, because if your competition is Liverpool, you cannot afford to bring on you need to bring on someone who's not going to drop the standard, like a Trossard for Martinelli. That's an interchangeable one. If you start bringing,
then why not buy someone? Then
that's not, you say it yourself. Someone is pocketing the coins. Someone is pocketing the coins. So
hey, you go and buy Calafiori, Calabari.
So now it means you must rest. He's looking for depth in the wrong position.
Nah, that's what you're saying. Like that attack, Arsenal is suspect, bruh.
Hey, but did you see that Havertz goal, bro?
That header.
Yeah, because he's not a striker, but I also watched the United game. There's a lot of chances that Bruno missed where you can see he's not a striker.
But remember, bruh, I said, okay, in that game, in the United game,
yeah,
would you have rather played Scott in Bruno's position?
Never.
Because Scott gives you what Kai gives you. Let's be honest. No, watch what Kai was offering in that game, right? The only thing is, when Scott has to drop and play a 10, he's pop.
Havertz,
that is the same, but he tries.
Yeah, but at least Havertz can drop a shoulder,
he
pass,
can
behind.
make a 10. You know,
yeah.
I've never seen Scott make a 10, bruh.
He arrives late in the ball.
Yeah,
that is straight.
Yeah.
Apparently,
so that's what I'm saying. Bruno was we're never supposed to actually play a 10. That's why you see, I mean, a false 9.
Yeah.
Right? That's why the game changed when Zexi got there.
Hey, that guy is brilliant, bro.
But I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not going to get the hype.
I think but what more do you want to get more than scoring in your Premier League debut at Old Trafford for Manchester United? That's a dream, bro.
But bro, for me, one thing I saw, Arsenal is one injury away from collapsing.
Same thing I can say about United.
Who injury to?
Injury to Casemiro. I know injury to Casemiro. We were back to last season.
Yeah,
I would have said the same thing if United had not signed a De Ligt and a Euro.
Yeah,
because you saw going into the game with Manchester City, you are back to a Maguire and
yeah.
Then so
but you know what I was saying, bruh? No. But you see, you're specifically picking on one person, right?
Okay,
me. I say, in that Arsenal backline, if one person gets injured, it's Chad.
It's not because they've Calafiori. Yeah, they have cauliflower. So they've backed up there.
Okay, but striker, do you think they signed Toney? Toney is still rumored, remember, from the Brentford game.
Nah, it's tough because the reason he didn't play in the Brentford game apparently was because the transfer rumors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it looks like Ivan Toney is going to move, but the surprise is where is he going to move?
Who do you think he wants? Arsenal said no to him at his lowest, so I don't think he's.
United. He has been rumored to go to United, but United have 2 strikers now, both young. So I think that one is ruled out. And he was also rumored to go to Spurs, and Spurs have just signed. They signed Solanke. I don't think they will manage with Solanke and Ivan Toney. So I think that's fine. He's not going to Spurs. West Ham and Brentford. I think it's a lateral move. It's a lateral move.
Do you think he's looking for something big?
Yeah, definitely.
Liverpool.
I don't necessarily think they are looking for a striker. I think they are looking to reinforce more in the midfield more than the striker.
Okay.
But if I think the perfect move for him was probably a United or perfectly Arsenal. Because Chelsea, man.
Nah. Chelsea's running a human traffic.
Just think about Chelsea.
Yo.
But let's move on to the Newcastle Southampton. Anything interesting there?
Except Fabian Schär getting a red card.
Do you see how diabolic that red card was? That was perfect simulation. And then when Fabian Schär was standing up for himself,
bruh,
went
the
down.
guy just yo, bruh. Yo.
Then financial is the one who
But
got
you
the
must
red.
talk about the refereeing, bruh. In all of this, like the refereeing this weekend was also we paused it last season and we came back.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as last season.
And this season is worse because apparently VAR can't change anything, boy.
How? So on the
They
fifth
say
position.
it's you stick to the on-field unless if it's a cross error, bruh. Cross error is such a huge
It's not the same term that they used last season.
Yeah, it's not
Because
the
last
same
season they were saying unless it's an obvious mistake. But obvious mistake and a cross error is
bruh.
It means it must be completely.
Bruh. So I think Newcastle is still the same. The fact that they managed to hold it down, but it's Southampton as well, bruh.
Yeah.
At some point, United clubbed Southampton 9-0, bruh. Like so.
And I was also from down there, so
They are from
they still need to.
they're from down south. So, but Newcastle is still worth. I think they just need to strengthen. They also haven't strengthened their squad, so nothing about them says they're hopeful. And the thing with the Premier League is the injuries are not going anywhere. That's the thing.
Yeah, everyone's still going to get injuries.
From how they added 10 minutes, I think one game had 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah, I saw the Leicester game, but that was because of injury. So
no, but even I think Liverpool as well went a bit over. Right?
So the rules are continuing to add more time.
Yeah,
for
so
the
there's
game.
still gonna be more time.
I personally like the added time unless United are 1-0 up. Because you remember what happened.
It's more
Because you remember what happened in the game against Chelsea when we were winning at the 91st minute.
Yeah,
and then 97 we were 4-3.
Cole Palmer.
Bro. So I like the added time, especially if I'm watching like neutral, because I want the game to go on as long as possible.
But remember, the thing is, what contributes to injuries is when you have stops in the game.
A lot of stops.
And the players just sit around now. And then the other thing is when you require the players to play longer.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Especially for teams that don't have depth.
It's not our problem. It's not our problem that you don't have depth.
I mean, Man United doesn't have depth, but it's another problem.
That's another problem. But I saw Gary Neville with Jamie Carragher. They said, I thought it was a weird take for me. But I'm just me.
They always have weird takes.
How do you make the judgment that Manchester United have a better midfield depth currently than Liverpool? What's your take there? Because that's what Gary Neville said.
Did you look at that bench? They had Endo, bruh. They put Endo on the bench. Endo gets into a squad, first pick, first dibs.
I'm also saying probably none of our 11 gets into none of our midfield gets into Liverpool, because at number 6 Casemiro judging on last season doesn't make it.
Yeah.
Kobe Mainoo and McAllister is clear. I love Kobe Mainoo, but in the number 8 position he's clear. And then number 8 we don't have a number 8.
They have Gravenberg,
they have Szoboszlai. That's none of our midfield players get into the Liverpool.
And
so I thought it was a weird take.
And someone else on the bench.
And even if you do try to fit in a Bruno somewhere and a Kobe Mainoo somewhere, but still, you don't have the depth. So I don't understand how Manchester United can have.
But we have Scott.
That man doesn't want to leave.
But we have Mason Mount as well. How was Mount? Except running up and down the field.
I think it was decent, to be honest. He was not a minus. Yeah, he was not a minus.
I think one thing I noticed, right, is probably the midfield of, and this is a weird take, right? But I think at some point we need to bench Bruno in a game. I'm being now. Because,
like you were saying with Arteta,
because have you realized if we play Kobe Mainoo, right, with a striker that has, an 8 that has legs, or a 10 somewhat that has legs, like a Mount, right? Did you see how the ball recoveries are quicker, but we can also slow down the tempo?
I can definitely agree to that, but I think it's more.
Or maybe benching Casemiro.
No, I think it's more of it's more of a, because the Casemiro that played against Fulham is not the Casemiro from last season. The energy was there. The ball recoveries were there. If you play Kobe Mainoo with a Casemiro that is the Casemiro from the other season.
But remember, Kobe Mainoo is also not legs.
That's what I'm saying. But what was missing last season was that no one had legs. Kobe Mainoo he had to make the recoveries. But from the game against Fulham, you saw Casemiro had the legs, and we also had Mason Mount with the legs. So if we can get someone with the legs to cover for Kobe Mainoo, because it's not that player, it's technically an 8. It's not a seater. So I think whether it's Bruno or Casemiro, but we just need legs.
But then we'll play CDM. It can't be mine.
It can't be him, definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. And you can't put in four mids.
I think.
That's why I say bench Bruno at some point.
But Bruno is not the one. Bruno sometimes plays a winger. You saw he was playing a false 9. So it's not like.
Actually, that false 9 position. And the thing is, you can't play him as a winger because there's so many players on the bench.
Yeah, but he also does well in the 4-2-3-1 on the side, Bruno. That's where Ole used to play it. Sure. But he's also played there for Ten Hag for some time. Bruno is versatile, and I would say if you bench Bruno, just know that our team is much weaker because the qualities that he has.
Yeah, I guess
the passes that he was pinging in that game, but you know, we talk about one team and one game, then. Automatically,
we go back.
We have to go back to
Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. I'm not gonna joke about that game.
No one cares, bro. No one cares. Yeah.
Those two are suspect for relegation. We'll talk about them in the relegation episode.
West Ham Villa.
Hey, bro, that was. I think there's 2 games I enjoyed, bro, and I thought it was 2 teams that were really good, well matched up, right?
Yeah.
West Ham Villa, Brentford. Crystal Palace, and funny enough, they both ended at 2-1.
The Brentford Crystal Palace was
West Ham, I didn't ping them to win, but sure flip the goal they scored, bro.
Who scored that goal?
I think it was Lucas Paqueta.
Oh no, but it was a penalty.
Paqueta.
Yeah, but it was a penalty.
Even that penalty was insane, bro.
Penalty. There's no. Every penalty that is scored is an insane penalty.
No,
what are you chippies
and Aston Villa, bro.
Aston Villa, I think. Yeah.
The only thing is, bro, Leon Bailey seems to have so much freedom in that team. Have you noticed? Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game, but I think my biggest shout for that game is the striker, John Duran. Oh, that guy.
Duran.
He's explosive, bro. That guy is explosive.
I was saying the same thing. That they seem to have two strikers who can do completely
they're not the same profile, but they are all effective. So, and you can both play Watkins and Joanne.
Yeah,
same because they don't play the same
Watkins is like an 11, eh?
Yeah, he likes to run in and drag defenders and run in behind. Yeah. That guy, John Duran, that finishing, I think if Chelsea had to sign someone, I think it was the perfect profile for Chelsea in terms of age and in terms of because they have a young squad.
But they tried it with who's this guy that just left?
It's definitely not a Lukaku.
No,
it's not
Lukaku. Broja. They were trying that with Broja. It's almost, but no, Duran is explosive.
Yeah.
But I think they don't need any more black players. Especially on slavery contracts, bro.
9 years.
2030 contracts are slavery contracts, bro.
Yeah, but then I think let's move on to running out of time. Let's move on to the Brighton versus Everton game, bro. Brighton-Everton, the local leaders, Brighton. Do you see the highlight?
It felt like Brighton is back, bro.
No, but Brighton, the football that they playing, that they played in the first game. I'm more interested in the wingers. Where are they getting those wingers? Because Mitoma, it looks like he's
back.
And then there was this other winger on the right. I forgot his name.
They were cooking.
They were cooking.
Like the way they use their wingers, and I think if they find you playing like Everton with a high line and actually your defense is pop.
Yeah, but Everton, I think they are definitely going down this season. They're definitely going down this season. So and then just talking about that,
bro, what was your most exciting game? Actually, I don't want us to talk. And most disappointing.
Most exciting game was The United game, definitely. Because
Obviously,
I'm more inclined to it.
yeah.
But other than that, if I had to pick another game that I was more excited about, was definitely the Leicester and Tottenham game.
Yo, bruh.
Especially when I saw the news that Vardy was going to be in the starting lineup because it was ruled out. That game was also Monday Night Football is like the best.
But Brian, for me it was a bit disappointing, bro. I went to go sleep at I think 60 or whatever. Also maybe because I was rooting for Tottenham, and FPL is messing us up, right? like I don't know who to root for.
Once they sub your player,
because bruh, literally up until a lot of my players were from Chelsea, City, Tottenham, right? So Tottenham, I had two players. I had Udogi and
probably
Solanke, right? Yeah. And then once Pedro Porro scored, I'm like, flip, I should have put him in,
Yeah.
And then I realized Spurs starts that thing of City. I don't know what they were doing after that.
Yeah,
goal.
They scored and then they set back. That was I think, typical Spurs in a way. Typical Spurs.
But remember last season, bruh. And I think Ange Postecoglou spoke about this attitude, bruh. It stinks. I'm telling you,
it's inside and outside the club.
Yeah, it doesn't get them far, bruh.
Yeah. But,
and then I was excited about City and Chelsea as well. I thought Chelsea was gonna take it to them, and they did, because actually City, you realize the team that was in gear one at best.
Yeah, they were gear one. But if I look at it with City, I know we like to talk about the actual players, individuals. But when you look at it, a Kovacic who Chelsea sold, or they even sold, they let him go on a free basically.
Yeah.
But it was free, but it was a low transfer fee.
Yeah.
So it was basically a discarded Chelsea.
Actually,
player.
it was a 20-something million, 27. And he bossed a midfield of 200 and something million pounds.
And that was individual brilliance from a Kovacic. He went through Lavia, I'm not sure, I think it was a Cancedo. And then he
moved through Enzo and Caicedo.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And then the shots that he let out, and that was a brilliant goal. And then if you look at that, Chelsea, they signed a new goalkeeper. That goalkeeper was
Robert Sanchez.
Yeah. And I think he was suspect for that goal. The second goal.
But Sanchez has always been suspect.
But for that second goal, I think he was suspect.
Guys, Brighton let Sanchez go. And I think we think it was proper. No, for me, we're gonna steal at Brighton. That's proper. That's proper. But Sanchez is not the one.
No, it's not the one. So but I think let's talk about that game. Not necessarily that game as well. Let's talk about Chelsea, because before that game, just 30 minutes before that game, Sterling's representatives they released a statement saying they are not happy that Sterling was not included in the Matchday squad.
He
wasn't part of the 23 man squad.
But okay. Must they leave a defender out so that an attacker can play? There's 48 players on the roll call, boy. Literally, there's more than 48 players on the Chelsea roll call. Boy.
It's a pity that Mr.
And you can only put in 23, bro.
If Sterling is not part of that 23, then it's a big problem for him and for Chelsea as well, because he's on. I think he's still got at least 2 years on his contract and he's on high wages. So if he's not making it...
There's people with 9 years, 2 years.
Palmer just signed up until 20...
Dude, 8 years.
Yeah.
Palmer has 8 years.
Actually, let's see if we can call Mr. S04E02 so he can tell us.
Bro.
He must just tell us his signings this season.
While I call him, right? Just your observation on that game specifically.
Nah, I think I expected the result, but to my surprise, there were moments where Chelsea were actually dominating that game, and I think Romeo Lavia was impressive for me. I think he was a standout player. Cancedo as well, his performance was also good. Enzo Fernandez, I don't necessarily think the number 10 position it's his position per se, because he was the most advanced in that 3-man midfield. And then Jackson is still the same. He's not a Chelsea striker, so yeah. But
which Chelsea? This one that we see now.
Yeah, like for a team of Chelsea stature, it's not like it doesn't even deserve to be on the bench, to be honest. And then Kukurea, Haaland is trembling. No, we must call via the Bluetooth.
No. Yours truly. You're live on the pod.
Are you on the Bluetooth?
I'm on the pod.
Yeah, you're live on the pod.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
No, everything is happening. Where? Oh, it's the bridge.
Yeah.
We called you. You're live on the pod, bro.
At the bridge.
Yeah. What's happening
not
at the bridge?
The bridge.
You know what's happening there? You see, there's these English pundits.
English pundits. When you're busy pushing 48 players.
Yeah?
Nah, we just have one question, Mr. S. Truly. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one question, bro. Just name all the Chelsea signings this season.
All of them.
Yeah.
Including the young Brazilians.
For this season only, the ones that were signed this season, not just this.
You see what I will say, ne?
Yeah.
What I will say, don't listen to the English pundits. They said Chelsea have a big squad. I looked at that squad. That's not a big squad. Out of the squad. I counted the players. There's only 25 players there. And by 25, I mean including Victor Osimhen. We have 25 players.
Oh, we're counting Osimhen now, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's fine. Just count your signings this season.
No, I don't want to count my signings. Just ask me where the position I'm going to finish.
Where are you going to finish, bro?
Obvious.
Where?
Top 6.
Top 6?
Top 4.
I'm finishing top 4,
You know, a Chelsea fan, right? A Chelsea fan said unbiased opinion. Chelsea's gonna finish at 3rd or 4th. Unbiased opinion.
Yeah, I'm finishing 4th. I'm not being biased here. If I was being biased, I was gonna say I'm finishing 3rd. I'm finishing 4th.
You're finishing 4th?
Yes.
Okay, but
I get you didn't ask for my top 4.
Nah, you were not here when we were talking about the top 4. Now, just name all the signings that you made this transfer windows. That's simple, bro.
Look for my comment in the comments there.
You're also not sure.
Bruh.
Okay, give us the number of signings that you've made. Then it's that simple. How many signings have you made so far, including you said including Osimhen?
Should I include Joao Felix?
Yes.
Even Joao Felix.
It's not finalized. Should I include Victor Osimhen? Should I include Victor Osimhen?
Yeah, you can include Osimhen.
You're not buying Toney. Is it not you buying Ivan Toney there?
No, I've never been in.
They've been saying Ivan Toney to London. Maybe that's the wrong club.
Son is going to Saudi.
Saudi?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why they. No, Mr. That's true. We must let you go now because you are avoiding the question. What do you want to say, bro, before you buy?
No, look out for Chelsea, man. Look out for Chelsea.
We are looking out for them.
Mina, I'm happy with the first game. We lost 2-0. Mara, I'm happy.
No, shout out, bro.
No, shout out, bro.
You're happy with Enzo Maresca as a coach, bro.
Yeah, I have to be happy, man. I can't.
How long do you give him to get sacked? Huh? How long do you give him to get sacked?
How long do I?
Do you give him to get sacked?
Will Enzo get sacked?
When? The question is when.
Not if.
I don't think that man would get sick.
You saw Todd Bowley left in the 85th minute.
He'll spend at least 2 seasons at Chelsea.
2 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, at least.
Mina, you know what I'm gonna say, ne? The number of games in the Premier League minus the amount of signings you made this season is how many games it's gonna take him to get sacked.
How many signings do you think we had? We haven't even made 5 signings.
Let me
signings.
Let me count,
including Osimhen.
Let me count all the
count.
Let me count all the signings that Chelsea have made far this season. Yeah, you can count.
Yeah.
You can say the names.
Kenan Chusprihon.
It's the keeper. That man.
Wait. Now I'm counting. Okay. Chusprihon. Philip Jorgensen, we signed him from Villarreal for 24.5 million. And then you have Omari Kellyman, you signed him from Aston Villa 21s. You have Aaron Anselmino, you signed him from Boca Juniors.
No, don't rush. We've only counted one signing. I don't know who's from Villarreal.
But those are signings. They are first team players. They are part of the 48.
Okay, the first signing is Rosemary Hall.
Why are you counting him and not the other ones? Because he was in the championship and you signed someone from Villarreal who was in the top of La Liga. It's the same.
Why go? Who's that? Who's his name?
You also don't know Jorgensen. You signed.
He's just lying in the public platform here. We didn't sign anyone from Villarreal.
You signed Renato Vega.
Yes, 2.
Yes, you signed Caleb Willie from Atlanta United in the States. You signed Mark Gehu from Barcelona.
Yeah.
You signed Tosin, that was playing for Fulham, the centre back.
Yeah. We didn't really pay money. He was a free agent.
Yeah, but you signed.
Fine.
You signed Pedro Neto.
The goalkeeper, and then it's fine.
Now you signed Pedro Neto.
Oh yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah, now you are going to sign Joao Felix.
Done. It's done.
Yes.
And then you go to sign Osimhen as per words. 11, full 11, bro.
So
you signed a new squad.
You signed a new squad, including a goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2.
What's your point?
And Sterling is crying, bro.
Yeah, Sterling must cry, Billy. He should cry.
Nah, we must let you go.
But you still want him at Chelsea? Quick one.
Hey, Max, did you hear Phil Jones has retired?
It's talking about Sterling. Leave Phil Jones alone.
Phil Jones is going to coach. He's going to become a coach at United.
You should have been wearing black there in the port.
No. Shout out, Mr.
Shout out, Mr.
Let you go now.
Sure. Boom.
Away.
Brian closing. Let's look at. Hey, bruh, I saw Bruno apologize to us, the fantasy fans.
Nah, I saw, and you must apologize to me first because that was my first pick.
Did you try to captain him?
Nah, I think I captained Salah on the FPL, so yeah, at least he paid me with a goal. So yeah, but bruh. FPL, on the FPL, I think I started down bad there, so yeah.
Hey, bruh.
It's just one of those.
I'm at the bottom, bruh.
It's not new. Why are you surprised?
Oh, but at least I started early this season.
Yeah, but that's
imagine,
even worse.
Bruh, Milton is even on top of me. Mr. Takura is close to me at number 17. But for game week 1, shout out to Mr. Nakampe Maki. I know. I see you got new passion. You went scouting the person.
No, but we know with Mr. Nakampe. It starts like this. I'll give him up until November is too far. October, let's give him up until October, end of October. He won't be there.
Yeah.
Because when the season ended, he still had players that were not playing. But shout out to him, first game week. He really wants that sponsorship.
But you must not say that to him because then he starts thinking because of his inconsistency that he's not winning. No, he's getting clubbed.
But I think shout out. What number, Mshefi?
Mshefi's at number 3. He's keeping consistent.
Mr. Yours truly?
Mr. Yours truly. You're at number 10. I don't think Mr. Yours truly is that down bad. Let me see. Mr. Yours truly, not he's close to me. He's at 16.
Yeah, no, but game week 1 year, I didn't have Haaland, but I don't necessarily regret it. I regret putting Solanke instead of him. That's my regret.
You didn't put him, but did you put Salah in?
Yeah, no, Salah, and it's definitely in my team.
That's my one regret.
Yeah, Salah, Bruno,
I put in Elliot. Imagine, bro.
Why? Because the first question is that is it going to
Jota, bro.
Jota. Or even you may have a better chance if you put on a Nunes. But what do I know? FPL.
What do you know?
What do I know? But yeah, I think
that's... Bro, in closing.
Yeah.
Leicester's getting charged.
Yeah.
Man City...
Nah, not charging.
But they said they moved up the case. It's coming.
Bro.
It's coming. You think...
Manchester City have a lot of money, bro.
They're not getting relegated.
Nah, I don't think so.
Leicester, you think they're still gonna
I think Leicester, if they just need to get the points on the ball so that even if they get a 6 points, 9 point deduction, then they'll survive. I think if they're not up to standard in terms of getting points, then they probably get relegated because of the financial fair play.
But from that game with I can't believe they still defend with 5-star. That guy.
I'm giving because the last time I saw him, that guy was
terrible.
There was one game where he moved 2 on goals against Liverpool.
He reminds me of Kana, who's this guy, Lewis
Hall.
No, Lewis, the one with the Brazilian Luis.
David Luiz. Yeah, so I'm giving him the benefits of it because I think he probably got confidence in playing the championship. I'm more excited about the wingers, and also there's number 22 for Leicester in the midfield. That guy was cooking, bro. Yeah. Guy was cooking. The wingers, they are also cooking. I think I'm excited about the wingers. So,
but shut out, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, let's talk about the fixtures that are coming up.
They need to close.
Is going through the moon. Like I don't know.
From Liverpool to Man City. But I was very happy that they can't give you City and but
it's going through I whip your head boy like moment. There's a proper welcoming. But let's talk about the top 6 fixtures. Man United.
Again, Brighton. United playing the log leaders, Brighton, first game of the weekend, 1:30 in the afternoon. Very excited. Game of the weekend, again, the first game of the match week.
Yeah.
So Brighton, United. What do you think?
I think we squashed it.
I also think we win. I just think we win clean.
I think we're starting the season off good, so I think we win.
I also think we win.
Discussion there. Tottenham, Everton.
Everton.
You wanna say score there?
Nah, not necessarily the score. I just know that Canacho on the scoreboard again. Tottenham, Everton. Give it to Spurs. This one.
I think if Haaland is back, he scores.
For United, I don't think he's back soon. Yeah, no.
So Ziggs is gonna score.
Yeah, if he is calling Ziggs.
I'm Ziggs and I know it. I think Ziggs scores again.
Yeah, but I think win for United, win for Tottenham, Everton.
Tottenham is one of those teams, bro. But they're gonna win.
It's the nature of the Tottenham. Palace to West Ham.
Palace.
The Palace. I was so disappointed that they. I also have Ez in my FPL and he scored a brilliant free kick.
Bro, that free kick.
Bro. They disallowed that free kick. They disallowed the goal where he assisted. I was so disappointed.
That ref. Bro, that ref was
it didn't make sense, but you said it yourself. It's continuing from last season's refereeing. So Southampton, Nottingham. Do you care?
No, I don't care. Is it part of a goal rush? Yeah, that game
probably. Yeah.
Goal rush.
But I think
out of that goal rush, they're gonna show City. Is City and Ipswich on a goal rush?
I think they try to show everyone.
No, but I'm saying the main game.
The main
fixture.
Fulham, Leicester.
No, main fixture will be City, Ipswich. Is it at the same time?
Yeah, it's at the same time.
Yeah, so
Gold Rush going to be Palace and West Ham, yeah. And then Fulham, Leicester, I'll give it to Fulham.
No, all of those games are part of... We won't even watch all of them.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll only watch City and Ipswich.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to this one. Good evening at Villa Park. You must remember, bro. You must remember. And I also saw this. I think we will touch it when the subject matter expert is here. Because you don't want to spew hate. The Jesus follower is here. When Chef is here, I think we must touch on this one. I find it... I'll give it my opinion, but for who is the better manager between Mikel Arteta and Unai Emery?
Ask questions like that.
I'm asking because apparently that's a discussion point. I didn't know
that's not even a bruh. Please put some respect on Unai Emery's
triple back to back.
Unai Emery
Europa winner. He also chowed Mikel Arteta 2 games last season.
Guys, don't.
He's on top 4. He has what? He's a serial winner. There's no other way.
Hands off.
So.
Hands off.
Mr. Kudi Meaning versus Mr. Arteta, Aston Villa versus Arsenal Saturday, 18:30.
So you're not even going to ask about City and Ipswich?
Bro.
So Ipswich is not going to win?
Nah.
Okay.
They must just enjoy being the Premier League. That's fine.
Yeah. I fade. Aston Villa, Arsenal.
Aston Villa, bro.
Bruh.
Aston Villa. But I think I'll call it draw.
No,
to be
Arsenal's
fair.
going to win.
I'll call it draw.
I say Arsenal's going to win.
Arsenal winning. I'm calling it draw. The Aston Villa Arsenal. Bournemouth Newcastle.
I think you know Pep once mentioned it, right? Or I think it was Pep or another coach. No, actually it was rugby, bro. That if a team claps you so many times, boy, you have more to prove than they do.
No, that makes sense.
I think Aston Villa has nothing to prove to Arsenal, boy.
But when they play the second on the second round,
unless if Unai Emery is just trying to show them what they shouldn't have fired him.
Yeah, but I think someone who has no point to prove is Unai more than the actual players
but
himself.
He's proven it's just done. Like,
so I think he must learn.
Just because the debate is still happening, you must deal with them one more time.
Yeah, but I also think it's disrespectful to compare Mikel Arteta to Unai Emery.
Yeah. Nah,
and again, I love Ten Hag, but it's nowhere near. For me, the hierarchy last season in terms of managers was Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, and Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Now that Klopp is not there, definitely Unai Emery is second in terms of manager, like success,
everything.
And what is tactics. Yeah, that guy is brilliant.
Even developing players,
everything.
Because Arteta can't develop young players.
Yes, let's say you can develop players like the Brighton manager or whatever. If you're a good coach, you must win. Standard. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. Bournemouth, Newcastle, you can...
So, you said Aston Villa win?
Nah, I'm looking at it's a draw, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bournemouth, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah. Clean. Chelsea, Wolves. I'm seeing it clapping Chelsea there. No worries.
I was putting Cunha. But no, I think Wolves will club Chelsea.
Yeah, I also think Wolves. The best result for Chelsea will be a throw, which I don't give them. So yeah,
sure.
Liverpool, Brentford at Anfield.
Oh, it's gonna be so close. But I think Liverpool have more to prove, so I think Liverpool win.
I also think Liverpool win, bro. But yeah.
But Brentford is gonna give them a tough time.
Possibly, yes.
Possibly. And Wisa, bro. Yo.
And there's still Ivan Toney coming in.
I don't know if he will play.
Yeah.
But they have a few days to sort it out. So
yeah. Or he's going to be playing for Arsenal. Never know. But
hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. 10th time. When does the window close?
You
have an idea?
End of the month, no man.
Yeah. So
31st of August. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the last game before it closes.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Now, at least by the time we see other games, because it's gonna get heated. Arsenal has some really heated.
Yeah, they have Brighton next, but yeah.
I think they play City as well, like 5th game or so.
No, I think we must call it, bro. I think we must call it.
No, let's call it a day, bro.
In closing, shout out to the bench roomers. Shout out to Mr. Yours truly, Mr. Ten Hag. Yeah. It's the new season. Super excited.
Super Mikel Arteta.
Super calling it.
DANKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.